Peace be with you. Welcome back to my channel for another video, another spiritual download. If this is the first time that you're coming across my channel, I just want to greet you by saying, hey there, hi there, and hello there. You're more than welcome to like the video, share it, comment, and or subscribe. Whatever you feel that you need to do, just know that I absolutely do support you in the energy. 9 times out of 10, though, Spirit guided you here for a reason. Whatever that reason is, I pray that you're able to pick the information up, apply it as you see fit. Again, by way of being aligned with your higher self. And I also hope that you can feel what it is that you don't need. And you just lay it on down, leave it nice and easy for somebody else to take, to apply to their own situation. My biggest advice, if to say, to give you any, of course, we all have free will. You can take it or you can leave it. My biggest advice is do not force anything to fit your life in or your situation. It is so wise to sit with your higher self so that you can come in and know what belongs to you. Not, oh, I think, I kinda. No, you know. All right? Nevertheless, I love you. Come on in here. Welcome to the beautiful soul tribe. Shout out to my beautiful, wonderful, amazing, ever so lovely soul tribe family. Soul tribe. Soul tribe. Listen, remember we kept saying when we ruled the world, we were freeing all our stars and suns, our suns and stars. Well, that's exactly what we're doing. 'Cause we rule the world. We're freeing all the little boys and girls. And if we walk right up to the sun, hand in hand, we'll walk right up to the sun. We won't land. We'll walk right up to the sun, hand in hand. We'll walk right up to the sun. I just wanted to imagine that. I'm freeing all my sons, daughters, stars. Listen, this is what it's about. Let's go ahead and get into the spiritual download. Holy, holy, divine source of all things that's on the inside of me, that has given me all the power and dominion over the earth, by way of being rightfully aligned with the laws of attraction, by way of the laws of the universe that govern the affairs of men, women, and children, by way of being fair, making things fair. I'm feeling Mayat today. I'm feeling Sekhmet today. I'm feeling Ra today. I'm feeling Yeshua HaMashiach today. I'm feeling Ganesh today. I'm feeling all of the beautiful ascended masters and or messengers, prophets, and apostles here today in spiritual court. Let me tell you something. This is for the people that are continuing to pray for their enemies, sleep with their enemies, kiss their enemies in the mouth, break bread with their enemies, that are not adhering to the call. That time is over. There absolutely was a time, a reason, and a season that we were supposed to pray for our enemies. Let me tell you what happened when I prayed for one of my enemies. Actually, it was somebody that I was married to. I wondered why the heck all my karma got all funky. Because I said an oath. I spoke words over our union, and I could feel us becoming one. What I did not realize is what I was becoming one with. So I prayed for my husband. I didn't know this was a whole karmic, a straight up vampire who had a whole bunch of karmic debt. All of a sudden, his karma started affecting my life, and my health started to decline. And when I would, be intimate with him, I would get up feeling tired. This is me praying for my enemy. So I'm praying, covering my husband. Oh, God, please cover him. Please, 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 please. Listen, the time is up. Was there a time that we were supposed to shield certain people from their karma? Absolutely. But it says test the spirit by the spirit. And guess what happened? You tested the spirit. You prayed for them. You offered them a cup of love. You offered them good prayers. And they turned around and tried to kill you and sacrifice you. Now let me know how that works out for the people that survived it. Okay. The time is up for that, baby. That was only to awaken you to who you were. That was your sacrifice. That was your karmic debt being paid. It has been paid in full, honey. It doesn't make sense. It's not mathing for you to keep pouring into somebody's cup and you sitting up looking dried out, messed up, overweight, dead, and just messed all the way up. Not to mention somebody went a step above and beyond demonically to go and try to sacrifice you. That could be a husband, a mama, a daddy, a child. Nobody talks about the karmic children. Nobody talks about the product of the karmic children that come from these weird ass relationships with bloodlines that don't want to be set free. They're dark. Listen, let's go ahead and get into the spiritual word. Holy Spirit, show me what it is I need to see. Okay. Current energy, waking up the inner goddess, the inner God. Fully awake, I heard. Not halfway awake, you know. Not, oh, I'm on dim. No, my eyes are wide open, honey. We are in the Ten of Pentacles. This is about your spiritual gifts. Ten of Pentacles represents spiritual gifts, lineage, family, soul tribe, gifts. World under judgment, I just heard. Okay. Some of y'all are the prophets in the Bible that came back by way of death, transformation, and a rebirth. You just decided to show up again by way of being an ascended master. Why? Because in order to read that Bible, you got to read between the lines. Anybody that has a brain that can see, read, and think consciously, if you're allowing the Holy Spirit to truly be your teacher, you will know and or recognize the fact that there's a lot of things missing out of the script. So what does that mean? You have to discern what the missing pieces of the puzzle are. The wonderful part about it is you're now coming to this realization that you are the missing pieces to the puzzle. Okay. Yeah, shout out to my Muslim family. When I was 19, I studied in the Nation of Islam, and they exposed me to over 166 books in the Bible, some of which were missing. We'll get into that later, but let's go ahead. What does that mean? Seeking, ye shall find. This is why I read all information. But one thing that I found with all the books that I've read, all the different philosophies and theories, to sum it all up in layman's terms, there's one source of all things, honey. That's it. This Queen of Cups gives me mother love energy. This is the mothers of the world. This is divine feminine energy. Why? Because you are the only portal from which life can come. It is so important to be mindful of laying down with a karmic male who wants to put their seed in you, and then you give birth to a child under karma. How is that? How is that? Now, you do have the power to morph and mold and shape and, you know, carry life and change the DNA code, okay, even with the seed that has been planted. But some of those seeds are on assignment. You got demons, you got demonic ass men that want to lay down with divine women so that they can procreate more demonic ass people like them. Some of them think curses, speak curses over you as they are entering your body. For some people, this could be a little too much. Somebody might have passed out. I'm telling you what I know. Listen, the Nine of Wands is here. These people are weighed down because the divine feminine is waking up. This is not to denounce the divine masculine at all by any means. They absolutely do exist. There's a rare 1%, I truly believe. That is just my own feeling. I pray that there's more. But as far as the women, because we give life, the favor that we have with the divine is a little bit different. We give birth to the men, right? Yes, we need their seed, but we give birth to them. It's a very interesting spiritual dynamic when you really, really think about it. But the Queen of Cups is giving me mother, love, caring, nurturing, okay? But also being wise by way of guarding yourself and protecting yourself from things that just don't make sense and don't resonate with your spirit anymore. Listen, show me what I need to see, please, and thank you. Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. You praying for that enemy, you know what you were to that person before you woke up and you eased on down the yellow brick road? You were a shield. You shielded them from karma and judgment. And the universe and the forces of nature are saying, listen, gods and goddesses, the time for shielding certain people who were tested by the spirit, meaning you gave them good spirit, you gave them good love, You tested their integrity. You tested their vessel because you kept pouring goodness into them. And they did not respond. They didn't reciprocate. You damn near died. It's time for you to walk away. You know how many people stayed in marriages just to stay married? So they could keep up an image and be like, oh, well, my mama said no matter what, the man does this. Yeah, but if you're following this man and he ain't following the divine and you following the devil, you better wake up. And the same for men. There's some beautiful divine men that was out here marrying these old Jezebelian ass spirits and women that was putting things in their food to trap them because they wanted to have divine babies. Listen, this energy is not prejudice. Right? It doesn't have a race, not at this point in the game. Now, by history standpoint, yeah, there was a lot of injustice done to the original people. Let's keep it a buck. But in reality, on this day, we're so intermingled by way of DNA. Listen, it don't make no sense. That doesn't make any sense today, to hate and all that. Like, what is that? Martin Luther King already saw it. This is why he said, I seen the promised land. I seen black and white girls and Mexican girls and Hispanic girls and like becoming one. Now, at that time, people couldn't imagine that. They wanted segregation. It's a spirit issue. It's not a color issue at this point. By way of our ascension, by way of the knowledge that we're acquiring, it has nothing to do with that. But there are going to be some people that will be casualties of war. These are the people that refuse love. Oh, he wants me back. Oh, he said come back. Yeah, because he needs you to be a shield. You praying for him. He ain't praying for you. He's praying for you. P-R-E-Y. Come on. The same with these wicked ass women too. Holy Spirit, show me what I need to see. Queen of Wands. We're learning how to use that fire wisely. Queen of Wands is confident. She stands in her fire. She stands in her power. She's calling back all of the power to her solar plex and her womb for men that have violated her and or raped her spiritually. Come on, y'all. Come on. He tried to sacrifice you. And this goes for men that are practicing celibacy, to all those wicked ass women that tried to steal your seed and poke holes in the condoms because they was a whole Jezebelian succubus, incubus spirit. Nobody's safe in spiritual court. This is judgment. Show me what I need to see, please, and thank you. Archangel Michael, show me what it is that I need to see, please, and thank you. Archangel Michael, please and thank you. My beautiful angels. Spirit said this is the time for things to be made fair, whether you like it or you don't. Now, if you should so happen to want to continue to still pray for your enemy, you need to know that seasons change, and there was a time and a season, let's be clear, that you absolutely were supposed to do that. That time has since expired. There's nothing like doing something and knowing that the time is up and not knowing what needs to be done now. There's a time for war. There's a time to love. There's a time to be quiet. There's a time to speak up. There's a time. Everything's in divine order. This is how the Creator has set things up. The Creator is very meticulous, has planned everything down to a T. And so here we are on the stage of life playing our part. There is in no way that you can continue to be the same person twice. It doesn't match up with the time. Shout out to Nina Simone, rest your beautiful soul. She says, I'm an artist and my music has to be a reflection of the time. Yeah, everything has to grow. Everything has to ascend. There are people that want to stay stuck in a cycle because it keeps them in the master-slave energy. Oftentimes, 99.9% of the time, you pray for people that never changed. And you look back and you're like, damn, you took 10 years of my life. No. The wise person says, I allowed you to take 10 years of my life as I shielded you from things that you never meant to lay down. You never wanted to let go of your whoremonger ways. Just as an example, Six of Pentacles, this is the universe saying, I'm about to make things fair. One thing about the universe is really good at calculations. The universe is amazing with math and science and alignment. Do not get distracted. When you start to see celebrities go to get baptized, when you start to see people going towards God, nobody's saying how some of these celebrities don't even look the same. Like, who is that? It doesn't matter at this point, because we know who we are, and one thing they cannot do is duplicate your spiritual DNA. You have a spiritual contract that cannot be compromised. One statement comes to mind, the seventh seal. Listen, I'm going to need you to understand. Number 7 is a level of mastery. That number represents mastery. 3 of Wands. This is about the season of separation. Distancing yourself from people who still want to use and abuse your light. It's not a noble thing to do. There's been enough bloodshed and sacrifice up until this point that your debts have been paid of innocent people that prayed for their enemy. Trust me. I've seen people taken out with witchcraft, sitting right next to the enemy, not knowing that the enemy was just taking their life. I can't make it up. 6 of Swords, this is about ancestral healing, breaking generational curses. Let me tell you something. Did I not just say that people have died innocently? Didn't know what was happening to them, not knowing that they were in the bed with the enemy. I done seen husbands sacrifice wives, wives sacrifice husbands. And they're praying for this person. Oh, that's my husband. I'm going to pray for him. Girl, he took your underwear to a worker and told her to kill you. Like, come on now. That's not even about spirituality or religion. That's common sense. There's premature death. Run. Why? Because you got a path to walk. Nobody's coming. The Most High sent us. We're it. We're the ones. Judgment is here. And it's harsh. It's going to be a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people. Not to mention, we're about to have money, power, and respect. And we didn't even have to sell our souls. Okay. Yeah. If I rule the world, I free all my sons because I love them, baby. Black diamonds and pearls, rare. We're rare. 'Cause we rule the world. And if we walk right up to the stars, hand in hand, we'll walk right up to the stars. Let me tell you what's so funny about this card and how my spirit guides get down. Lauryn Hill, a prophetess, visionary. Coincidence? She's an Aquarius. No, listen. Well, why she not showing up to perform nothing? She know what time it is. She said, I already told y'all 20 years ago. She saw today. Foresight. The stars. Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, where all things are being made transparent. It's about growing or going. We got too much information that we're exposed to be asleep. There's no way that anybody can sit in their rightful place by way of being in their rightful mind and not know what it is that they need to ascend. We got technology. We got a whole bunch of information. It is no excuse to be dead and asleep. And when I mean dead, I mean walking dead. Oh, well, what is my lineage? Oh, Moses was one of your forefathers. Oh, well, what was my lineage? Some of y'all got the lineages of Abraham. Abraham had many sons. Had many sons had Father Abraham. Listen. They switched up the script so you wouldn't know who you were. You are the forces of nature. Right now, simultaneously, baby, there's thunderstorms. There's tsunamis. Because you cried and the universe heard you. So the universe was like, what happened? They raped you. They stole your what? They stole your, tried to take your crown. And a tsunami just came up. The forces of nature was like, that's not cool. And took out a whole city and a whole town. Tornadoes in places that ain't never had tornadoes. We don't know winter from spring from fall and all of that. Listen. It was a thunderstorm last night. Right before that, baby, it was 80 degrees. Then it got real cold and dropped down to about 40. Now the sun is out and it ain't a sign of rain. Listen, and we smack dab in the middle of December, damn near, right before the winter solstice. Okay, somebody ain't paying attention. I'm glad that somebody's ain't us. That was a real commercial break. Woo! We are alchemizing justice. We're alchemizing the energy by way of judgment in the ethers. By way of the ethers, I mean as above, so below. We are calling upon the forces of nature to back us in supreme understanding that we are God's chosen. Time is up. You've been kind. You've been forgiving. You've been loving. You will continue to be that. But your ancestors are saying something needs to be balanced out by way of a sacrifice. The earth has to be fed. So the earth is going to be fed with blood, baby. Sorry. Yeah. The earth has to eat to sustain herself. And it also has to get rid of people, places, and things that just don't serve the higher good of where the world is going. It's time for it to be eliminated. As much as I love to say and hug my enemy and kiss my enemy and say, oh, why don't you love? Why don't you love me? Tell me, baby, why don't you love me when we make it so damn easy to love? Y'all hear the foot tap? And why don't you need me? Tell me, baby, why don't you need me? Why? Because there is no God in them. That's why. As much as we really want. Because to say to pray for my enemy and then read the scripture that says, do not squander your pearls, your good energy, your good knowledge, your good prayers on swine. I mean, one is negating the other. I'm going to have to choose a side. And in order to do that, I have to be standing in alignment, sitting in alignment, staying in alignment with who it is that I'm supposed to be and who I am, in order to make a fair judgment call by way of my discernment. It's going to tell you, pray for her, don't pray for him. Don't question that instinct. You know how many people, there's been some people that have come to me and said, I need prayer. And Spirit be like, I'm like, damn, Spirit. Now, my older version of myself, but why? They just need love. God is love. Yeah. Spirit was like, well, let me show you why. They was burning black candles in your name last night. Channeling negative energy. Not only that, they want to steal your light, take your soul. And they want you to shield them from karma. I said, ooh, Spirit, that don't make no sense. So I'm about to sit here and take all my pearls and put it on a swine? You know what a swine is? It's the lowest animal on the planet. You know why they say a swine is low? Because it will eat anything that you put in front of it. If you give it its own babies, it'll eat it. If you give it its own feces, it will eat it. TMI. A swine is mindless, brainless. It's just whatever you tell it to do. That's how these karmics are looking. But now karma's here, my friend. It's as above, so below. Merry-go-round on the karma. The wheel of fortune is the merry-go-round, boo. And why don't you need me? This is what we were doing in these relationships. Your sister tried to kill you, tried to every step of the way. She was trying to sleep with your man, stole your clothes, stole your listen, wanted to take your identity and destiny swap with you. And you sitting there loving and loving. The prayers that you prayed already, they've already gone out. You know what these people did with them? They squandered them. They devoured them. Now they need you to come back. Why? Because they need more of your light, your energy. They need you to shield them a little while longer. Judgment is not nice for people that ain't got no good report cards. Can you just imagine they don't have any good report cards? Not genuinely. You know, it's the heart of the matter that's being weighed. This is why my heart is spinning the block. Stop playing. Stop playing. Show me what else I need to see. Archangel Michael, please and thank you. Anything else for this karmic energy? Yeah, third-party situations. Somebody wanted you in some type of succubus, incubus, nasty ass. Like, what is that? Listen. This is about courage. The night gives me youth. The night gives me youthful energy, courage of the youth. Courage of youth, young people. This is what this is giving me. As we set this standard, there is absolutely a brand new generation coming behind us. They will win. They won't fail. They're fearless. They don't know the fears that we had, which we realized later was only an illusion. It's over. All over the world. Listen. When doors close, new ones are open. Not only that, we're creating new doors. This is why the enemy can't copy your spirit. They thought they had studied you long enough that they knew exactly how you thought. They had the algorithms, your spiritual algorithms. Right? And then you made a left turn. They're like, wait a minute, but on Thursdays, you always make a right turn. Why are you doing that? They thought they had studied you to the point that they could be you. And once they thought that they could be you and take your destiny, they never needed you. They didn't need you anymore. So they wanted to eliminate you. They wanted to sacrifice you. They wanted to kill you. I got everything I need from you. I studied you. I took your light. You keep praying for me and I'm going to kill you. Thank you. Roll right over and have a little bologna sandwich with a little bit of queso. Listen, now ain't no meat or no cheese in between these two slices of bread because you've removed your energy. You woke up to your energy. And so you called your power back. You still got people trying to spy. I spy, we spy, you spy, they spy. I spy, you spy, with that, Hey, that remind me of like an Indian chant. Like my Indian ancestors just came down like it was rain down energy. Did you guys feel that? I spy, we spy, you spy. Yeah. And people were still eating turkey, on Thanksgiving. Why? My ancestors said, listen, don't celebrate the Indian Holocaust, but celebrate the fact that it's harvest season. What are your intentions? Listen, 3 of Cups is here, love. Ooh, well, there you go. If that ain't a sign, I don't know what else is. Something could be falling apart for somebody. It ain't us. I just feel like everything's coming together for us. Show me what I need to see. And why don't you love me? Listen. We'll walk right up to the sun. Listen. Hand in hand. We walking up to the sun. Who are you hand in hand with? Your soul tribe. That's who. We've been rocking and rolling for too many lifetimes to not get it right this time. This is why when you go places, they look at you like that. They're like, ooh. Because you're walking, breathing prophecy. You paid your dues. Somebody wanted to make you a slave and you a whole master. You a whole ascended master out in this spiritual world. All you got to do is blink and a thunderstorm will come out the sky. Oh, I done it. Not here to brag or boast, but yeah, kind of here to brag and boast. Because I've been on my face for so long, right? Begging, pleading. And then they pushed my buttons and woke up the goddess and the shaman in us. They pushed our buttons. They like, oh, Lord. They all are waking up and they going out to wake up more people. Listen. You're going to start to see more loving relationships. You're also going to see relationships in the public eye that were never meant to be together. Why do you think a lot of these, succubus, incubus spirits were trying to hurry up and have a whole bunch of kids? Children. Because they know the time is coming where they will be eliminated and they want their seed to be a part of this new world. So now they're preaching love. Oh, there's love. Oh, love, love. Yeah, okay. I bet there is. The enemy is tricky. God bless the children. They're very innocent. But the sins of your father and your mother are no longer your responsibility. A lot of your parents used you as a shield, honey. Nine of Swords, anxiety, depression, stress, pressed, fried, died, laid to the side, not knowing which day it is and which way is up. 29. Things are coming into balance. Anything else we need to see, please and thank you here in Spiritual Court? Like, have we had a commercial break? Can we just have a commercial break real quick? Ooh, what the hell is going on? What is going on? on. I'll tell you what's going on. Mayat is in the building. Justice is being served. And it's being served cold and hot. There's no warm. It's like either cold or hot. Ooh, she's spinning the block, honey. She's spinning the block. A lot of you are clearing out root chakra damage. Nervous system damage, post-traumatic stress damage. These people had you feeling like you were schizophrenic, crazy, losing your mind. What is this? What is that? Can you imagine being asleep for thousands of years and then you decide to choose a life where you completely, fully awaken, only to realize that a lot of people don't even use 5% of their brain, and now you trying to use a whole brain? Yeah, it could send your body into shock. Take it easy. Shout out to my doctor friend with her PhD. She told me, she says, I've sat with people. This is what the doctor told me one time. It ended up me being the therapist. She says, you would really be a really good therapist. I said, I thought about that. This is about 25 years ago. Sitting in there after I lost my baby and we had a full-blown conversation. And she says, I went to my therapist. This is what the psychiatrist is telling me. I went to my therapist. I said, oh, you did? She said, yeah, she's a friend of mine. She says, there's a Kundalini awakening that's coming. She says, everybody in the medical field knows it. I said, oh, really? I had no idea what the Kundalini awakening was. I was with a full-blown demonic force that was trying to plant his seed and my womb blocked it. That's how I see the miscarriage. My womb blocked it. My bloodline was like, nah, bruh. Fast forward, I see his life and his offspring and what he got going on. Oh, they so stuck in karmic cycles. I thank God for taking an innocent child who came to teach me a lesson away. But listen, as I'm sitting there with the psychiatrist, she says, out of all the people in the class, I watched you. I was in like a group therapy, right? I had to go for work, and talk to somebody about what I was going through. Nevertheless, she says, I've watched you. She says, and I watch the way you listen to everybody and you watch everybody when they're speaking in the group. And every time I would look over at her, she'd be looking at me. We had a real conversation behind the scenes. Fast forward, I'm going to tell you, behavioral health is about to be eliminated. Why? Because they feel as though you should know enough by now. You know what they're teaching? Meditation, life skills class, getting in touch with your inner self, shadow work. They're making you write letters to people that hurt you, your younger self. You know how I know? I used to book the appointments. Listen. Adios, Hashatan. Adios, El Waswas, El Diablo, you little funky, little stinky little thing, you. This person's been defeated. It's been defeated. Whatever that energetic pull is, whatever this demonic ass force is, it has been defeated. So anything and anybody that's still trying to dominate you, stop your path, block your path, stop you, kill you, destroy you, is only being handed over to the God that they serve. It's not a coincidence that that horn is blowing right now at this time. Nothing in the environment is a coincidence. They're still calling us crazy. That's fine. Let them. They got to do something. They got to create some type of a distraction so that people don't listen to us. Why is Gabriel blowing that horn, Archangel Michael? Because Spirit says it's time for war. And guess what? All you got to do is walk. You can keep your hands clean. Ace of Pentacles is a miracle from the heavens. The helping hand of the creator of all things that lives on the inside of you in every single thing. But some of these people ain't got no God in them because they sold their soul. Why do you think they want your destiny? Why do you think they want your soul? Because they're an empty vessel. They're just wandering bodies. They're walking dead. Yeah. The enlightenment time, to be enlightened, to wake people up. That time has come around so many times for people to take that offering and they refuse to awaken. Then you're just a full-blown devil. You just want to stay toxic and in this darkness and hatred and you're so lustful over things. And yeah, we can all have nice things. But a lot of people made these things their gods, They're going to kill you for it. They're going to kill you for that new car, that house. And that's weird. The curse and the spells have been broken. Queen of Swords, Age of Aquarius, Transparency, Libran energy, Balance, Mayan energy, Gemini energy, Mercury retrograde. How many times have you had to take this test, Mercury? by way of what you're commuting to the universe, commuting. Maybe you're going somewhere. Maybe you're traveling. Maybe you're ascending. It's a spiritual commute. Welcome to it. This is the message, though. So everything is fine. Okay. These people want you to know that, yeah, they did betray you. They come and they, okay, Ten of Swords is everything is fine. Things are being made balance out nevertheless. Somebody wanted you to stay in this, but I loved you and I pray, and have you rethinking and going back to a marriage that you don't need to go back to. Your wishes are being fulfilled. Everything is being cleared out. Okay. You already mourned the loss of these people when you were in relationships with them. How many times did you sit in a room with somebody that you were praying for, be it your mama, your daddy, your sister, your cousin, and watch them all get together and attack you? But you still felt very much alone. And Spirit says, you know what? Why don't you kick your feet? Don't fraternize with the scornful. But that's my mom. But that's my dad. But that's my... No, but, that's a demon. But somebody's on demon time. But they want you dead. So kick your feet. Leave them in peace. And your peace shall return unto you. Because you're going to need your peace. You need your peace. And this is why now we have peace that surpasses all of their understanding, our understanding. We didn't even know we could have so much peace. Because your peace returned unto you. It is because of the seeds that you planted in soil that absolutely did not grow. What was the soil that wasn't fertile? It was these weird ass relationships where you needed an awakening. So these were very vital situations. So to put a good spin on it, it was supposed to awaken you to yourself. Now kick your feet is what Spirit said, and go about your journey. Don't look back. Because those people are done, tout fini. They're going to try to play with your heart. They're going to try to guilt you. Oh, but it's Christmas time. Oh, but we need to celebrate Hanukkah. Oh, but we need to... Shut up. And Spirit guided you to people that share the same soul as you, that understand that when you walk into a group with your soul tribe, you don't even have to tell us what happened. We can read it in your spirit. And we just say, come here, give me a hug. I know. But I know. But my dad and my mom, we know. Your soul tribe, we know. But come on, let's get to this spiritual work. Betrayal, balance. You getting your wishes fulfilled. New partnerships, new love, new spirit, new you, new everything. Just, you are your new boo, by the way. I love my new boo. This is the message, though. I love y'all. I'm back to the private readings. I love you. The premieres are so much fun. I love the premieres. Let me tell you something. I just learned how to set stuff up as a premiere, and then somebody came under the comments. Shout out to you. I love you. She was like, this whole waiting thing for stuff to premiere, she said, is working my little spiritual nerves. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, me too. Because I'm like, I want them to get the message too. But I'm setting up the premieres because it just kind of gets people prepared. For those of you that aren't up in the night, maybe when I post, I am going to be posting throughout the day. If you need a personal reading, oh my goodness, listen. Look, if you need a personal reading, I'm about 72 hours out. If I don't respond immediately, just know that I do get the message. I put you on the list, and I'm just working my way down the list. Look, this is the list, y'all. Okay, I do have something a little bit more professional, but I'm kind of old school. I like to write it down because for me, it kind of manifests. Look, I got a nice little book for $1 that says notes. And I got a really nice pen too. But this is my list, y'all. Oh, this is the new list, okay? This is the new list, okay? So with that being said, I'm still old school. I still have it, you know, I got a good friend that she loves technology. She's like, all you have to do is talk and it'll write it for you. I'm like, that's fine. I'll do all that later. But I still like to write it down. Something about writing your name, writing down the questions, looking at my laptop simultaneously so that I can channel the energy for your reading. It helps me. I don't know. I just kind of do what works for me. And maybe I will, change up a little bit with technology. But for now, I like the names in the book because I pray over every single person that comes to me to get a reading. I love you, though. I really do. Thank you for allowing me into this beautiful spiritual vortex and space with you as we ascend to our highest good. It's a really beautiful thing. What used to be painful is now something that you look forward to by way of ascension, by way of the transformation and the rebirth, honey. Welcome to it. I love y'all. This does conclude this session and or episode of Spiritual Court. All the information is down below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, it is greatly appreciated. I thank you. And until the next video, as always, peace be with you.